Hey everybody, we are actually in the eye wall of a slightly stronger Ada. It is unbelievably whipping here. We are crazy rain. I'm tucking the truck here perfectly. But man, I got some video footage. Crazy. Let me see if I can get outside. Let me see if I can. You just wouldn't believe how much rocking the truck is doing. Oh shit! Oh, crap! Lost my damn door on. Holy crap! So we're in the eye of Ada here in Key Largo. Tremendous amount of wind coming in. Currently, I'm semi-protected here by my truck, so no worries. But I'm semi-protected. I don't want to get the camera wet, but man, the trees beside me are completely sideways. Not sure what the gusts are, but definitely this is a tropical storm. I think we're getting a little higher gusts. What's up, everybody? Good afternoon, good evening. This is Ada, by the way. This is old Ada. Right now, and trying to keep the camera from getting wet. We're in Key Largo. Some of my rookie storm chasing days. Hey, free booze is good, Thomas. All right, so let's see. There's the old camera. How about that? Let's turn off the stuff. Click, click, boom. All right, evening. It must be the tropics because we're talking tropics at night. First one of the year. Tiki, what's brewing? Where you been? We got a storm. We got a PTC. We've been talking about this storm forever. Weeks. I have to show you a couple things once we get past the nitty gritty stuff. Hey, JT Scott, how's it going? What's up, Gregory? What's up, Brandy Wilson over there on YouTube? Yeah, so when we have a really busy storm or tropics or everybody is worked up, we got category 18 coming towards some land, we'll be live at night. But there's a lot of questions. People have been sending me a lot of questions about the timing and what the heck's a PTC, what the heck's going on, why do all the spaghetti models point to Texas, but everything's going to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. So I'm going to go over all that. And then we're going to do it again in the morning. What's up, Gina? Yeah, so this is it for a while, too. I look at long range, and I don't see anything, at least for a week, you know. So that's good news, right? Right. So this is Mike Third Page. Appreciate you dropping on in. We got 1 million plus followers on Facebook, and we've been doing this since 2009 here on Facebook. In 2004, nothing official. What I say? All your official data are always go to the National Hurricane Center and National Weather Service to get your information, right? Right. All right, so we do this in the mornings too. Tonight's just a quickie little live, and we'll go over everything. Let's do it. Let's do it. So what's a PTC? Potential. So here's the deal. This is what we got. In case you haven't heard, we got a PTC number 3. PTC, potential tropical cyclone. This is something new they added a couple years ago. This is when before they couldn't do the cone unless we had a storm. And it got a lot of people worked up because it'd be like a day outside of possible landfall, and we couldn't get a cone because there wasn't an official storm. So now they added this PTC a couple years ago, and they expect it to be a storm so they can do a cone and get everybody ready. Okay, so they're out there right now flying around, and they expect to find Claudette tomorrow. It's going to be here quick. It's going to be a rainmaker. But we got tropical storm warnings up. I'm sure if you live in that area, you know we got tropical storms, almost 300 miles of tropical storm warnings from middle Louisiana to the tip of Florida. I measured it out earlier. It's 300 miles of tropical storm warnings. Weather Channel said there's like 27 million people in the cone. That's a lot of people. So tropical storm warnings are up. Landfall is late Saturday night. I'm going to go over the timing of the rains, which everybody wants to know. And then, you know, how bad it's going to get. Go over some surge maps. Texas is safe. The weirdest thing ever is spaghetti models. Tropical Tidbits here. We love Levi. This is on everybody's site. It's not his model. He doesn't make the models. He just puts the models out there. All the spaghetti models are doing the same thing. First time ever that we are not going with spaghetti models. So if you're looking at spaghetti models and you see, look at this, Texas, Texas. Well, you even got two in Mexico. Texas, 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 Texas. Not happening. So the spaghetti models are having a hell of a time. It was very kind of stressful to see what the NHC was going to do at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock Eastern when they put their cone out, because were they going to go west? Were they going to go north? All the operational models were going north, and that's what they did. So for once, the spaghetti models are not playing along at all. Interesting. Here's infrared. Not looking like anything tonight. So just a blob. It's just a blob. Lots of rain. A couple of models now. Let me see. I got all kinds of stuff up. I'm going to show you. So here's the water vapor loop. So the dry air that we did see this morning definitely got filled in. We got so much moisture pumping out of the Yucatan, down in Central America, even the Pacific. So we got a lot of moisture. This moisture today impacted a big chunk here of Florida that wasn't expecting it. We got hammered here. We got almost 3 inches in Oldsmar. Pools overflowing. Hey, Katie. What's up? Thank you, Joan Keith. Appreciate that. What's up, Tammy Harvick? What's up, brother Shane? There's no Waffle House closes, Brandon. This is a non-Waffle House alert. But the system that we're watching is here, but all this juice here is being influenced by a bunch of shear coming in from the west. So this is going to be a big rainmaker. Let me show you some rain maps real quick. All right, so this is the water vapor loop. Not a lot of dry air. Not going to be impacted by dust. The dust not drying up the atmosphere at all. So scratch it off your list. This is a big, juicy rainmaker, and we might get a little tightness in the morning. It's in that window of opportunity now that we're seeing. So, you know, middle Louisiana to the tip of Florida is under a tropical storm warning. Nothing over here for Texas. So you guys are out of the woodwork for you guys. So that's good. Let's see. All right, so we're going to talk about Charlotte. Yes, Charlotte's going to be in the mix here in a little bit. We're going to show you about what goes on after. So this current look here. All right, let's look at rain models. All right, so again, so we're looking at Tropical Storm Claudette probably tomorrow. We're looking at landfall tomorrow night and Saturday morning. This thing's going to slowly curve northeast. Florida Panhandle, lots of rain. Matter of fact, let's show you the latest rain real quick, and they're going to show you. I'll show you guys. This is 5-day. We actually got to go to 3-day. Can't look at 5-day because we have a front coming in midweek. It's actually going to bring more rain in. But here's your 3-day rain map. So this is what you can expect tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Light green is trace. So again, today was definitely a blown forecast, and I'm just as guilty as anybody. I thought for sure that all this was going to get sucked up. But we had constant moisture flow pushing into the Florida Peninsula today. But now tomorrow, 0.10, 0.2, not a lot. This is you know, the path that we're seeing, and we could get a little development out here when it crosses back in the Atlantic on Tuesday. So Hurricane Hunter's Rachel will be flying in and out for sure. Hey, Michael, yeah, well, it's a surprise. Yeah, I was bored. Softball practice got canceled. I messaged Shelly. I said, hey, let's go live. So that's the path. This is the 3-day rains. Now I got a lot of people messaging me from Destin and Panama City, and now let's look at all the rain maps. All the rain maps. Let's look at timing. I got three different high resolution rain. This is what everybody wants to know. Okay, here's what we got. Now this is what we got. Let's do this. Let's fast forward until around midnight. Here's midnight tonight. Okay, it starts creeping in Friday morning. We could see squall lines, lower Louisiana, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Tomorrow morning. This is the NAM. There's our squalls. This is 9 in the morning tomorrow. All right, so we could get some, you could get some strong storms off of the Gulf. Definitely, there's a lot of shear in the atmosphere. So tropical systems definitely spawn waterspouts, tornadoes. Think about that. Any one of these little squall lines could get a little bit of daytime heating and produce some stormy weather. So watch that. This is tomorrow morning. Now note Florida here. Not a lot. This is, it's going to be hard to tell on the NAM. 2, 3 o'clock tomorrow. Look at that. You can see it spiraling in. Lower Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. This is 3 o'clock tomorrow. And here's tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. A lot of rain. Here's a tail. This moisture tail we've been talking about for the weekend. Let's go into Saturday. Here's midnight. This is Saturday morning. Right here. So Saturday morning, we still have this moisture tail. And the system's right here. It's going to start curving. But this moisture tail is going to be the question mark. It's eventually going to follow Mama. This is like a little duck. This little moisture tail is going to work its way, unfortunately, Saturday, Sunday across Panhandle and up into Georgia and Alabama there. So, all right. So here we go. This is Saturday night. This is Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Saturday morning. Here's Saturday noon. See what I'm talking about? All this moisture is going to start following along. Heavy rains Saturday night. And then this one stops going there. This is Sunday, 2 o'clock. But there you go. So you got an idea. Now, Florida Peninsula, we could have a little bit. This is tomorrow at 6 p.m. Same setup as today. We're going to have a south flow of winds. High pressure's building in over the state. And the winds are going to be coming in kind of like this. Kind of like today. The storms are coming up from the south to the north. If you're curious. Let's see. Let's look at another one. So yeah, it's a big rain maker. Big rain. All right, here's another. This is a newer, higher resolution model. So let's do it tomorrow morning. Let's see what it looks like. This is here we go. Same. This is another model. Here's 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. There's a storms building. You get the idea. This is tomorrow, 2, 3 o'clock. There's rains. And this is Saturday at noon. Panhandle. This is going into Saturday night. So there's that one. And let's look at another one. This one is your HRRRR. This goes out a little bit longer. So let's stop tomorrow morning. There's some storms again. It's close enough to the Florida West Coast again that we could see some come up. But notice the flow. Everything. I gave you a sneak preview there. I just spoiled it. All right. Here's 7 o'clock. All right. So here we go. This is tomorrow. This is tomorrow evening. So I think the HRR has probably got a better handle. These HRR models are really good for short range mesoscale predictions with rain. So this is tomorrow evening. Look at that, a lot of juice. We got a little bit of chance on the Florida West Coast again. Here's tomorrow night, 7, 8 o'clock. Big hefty stuff. Here's overnight. Here's Saturday morning. Look at that tail. This could be nasty. We could have some nasty weather with this little guy right here. It's Saturday morning, Florida Panhandle. And here's that moisture tail setting up for Saturday evening, and that's as far out as that one goes. So high resolution radar is definitely predicting a wet Saturday and Sunday. All right, so here's a flooding map. This is for Friday. Of course, Friday. We got a little action up north here too. But here's the flooding tomorrow, and then Saturday we actually got a bigger one. So there's pretty significant flooding chances on Saturday, and you can see Florida tip of the Panhandle up into Georgia and Mississippi there, Alabama. So that's the flooding potential for Saturday. And then Sunday, let's take a look at the Sunday rains. Let's see, what would that be? Day 4? That's probably right here, day 3. Let's see, day 3. All right, here we go. This is kind of your Sunday rains. This is a good snapshot of Sunday. I mean, your low pressure is going to be somewhere up here, and then we got our moisture tail. So, so here's another rain map. Here's the Euro. This is pretty neat. This is total precipitation. You can kind of follow it. Here's Sunday now. Sunday rain's creeping in. And this is all your rain for the Euro all the way to Monday morning. So if you're curious about the Carolinas, yes, our low pressure is going to turn ahead of a front, and this is rainfall till Monday morning. Maxing out at 12 inches somewhere down here in Louisiana, Mississippi, possibly lower Alabama. GFS predicting almost similar here. This is until Monday. 12 inches plus possible for lower Louisiana, Mississippi. This is the GFS. So hope that makes sense. And Euro, everybody's curious about wind gusts. Let's look at the precipitable water real quick. So precipitable water is the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, and we can only go out 3 hours there. So let's go to the actual main operational run. And so here is Saturday night. Here's Sunday morning. So even though our low is going to be up here around Georgia, getting into South Carolina, we still got that moisture tail down the Gulf that's going to keep things kind of juicy. So that's why we still have a rain threat for the Panhandle, unfortunately. Which just sucks. Everybody wants to know, but here's Sunday morning on the Euro. Sunday morning on the Euro. Main low pressure spot. Sunday morning, there's our tail. So a lot of questions about the Panhandle, and I wish I could tell you this spot is kind of like the questionable spot. How much west, how much east. And then as we get through the day on Sunday, here's Sunday night. So it's still moisture. And then look at this big blob going around. This Sunday night. Now the Euro's doing something crazy. Levi talked about this. Sometimes the Euro estimates low pressure systems over land, and this was definitely doing it. If it pans out, we could see some pretty big winds for the Carolinas later Sunday. Let's take a look at that. So if it panned out, it's really the only one showing it, but I need to show it anyways, just to show you. Here is Sunday 11 p.m. That's pretty hefty winds if it happens. So be prepared for that in Carolina. Sunday night, we had that little pocket in Georgia still showing up. And we talked about this on our morning lives. Sunday sped up a little bit. Here's Sunday 9 a.m. But look, we can still have some pretty hefty winds here Sunday. This is 11 a.m. Sunday. This is Sunday 10 p.m. Look at that. I mean, if that happens, I mean that is very unbelievable. But if it did happen, it'd be a lot of wind. So we got 78 mile an hour wind gusts. I don't know about that. But hey, if you live in the Outer Banks or south there, north of Myrtle Beach area, possibly Sunday night, Monday morning, we could have some pretty big winds. GFS isn't really showing it, but it is showing gusts. So, I mean, it's no matter what, Sunday night, Monday along the coastal East Coast, mid-Atlantic, Sunday night into Monday morning, it's going to get wind. It's going to be windy, and you can have some storms. You get low pressure, you can get storms. So this thing is definitely. Look at this. This is Sunday 6 p.m. So this is Euro's predicting the same thing. So this is Sunday 8 a.m. We're looking at Sunday 8 a.m. So as our storm starts to turn northeast, definitely upper Alabama and Georgia into Carolinas on Sunday, you could have some surprise stormy weather and wind gusts for sure. We have this front coming. Bad news. Go to Tuesday. Look, this is another front coming. So our little guy here turned in front of this front, and then we got a front coming. Can you believe it? More rain. More rain Tuesday, Wednesday, diagonally from the Gulf Coast. Look at this. Look at that. And this has been talked about for 3 days now. So pretty good confidence that this front's going to bring some more juice here to places that don't want it. So Shane, I believe Florida's due. Yes, everybody's due. It's just this Mother Nature. Tybie's in the mix. Time to wait. Sandra's going to whip out the drunk donkey shirts. Yeah, you can get some action in Savannah. For sure. So there you go. Look, so we got the hurricane hunters out there right now. There they were. I don't know if they're still flying around right now. Let's see. They could be. Yeah, they're going home, it looks like. But they're just having a heck of a time. They're really, really not finding a true defined center. Here's the Yucatan. And, maybe here. There's really nothing showing up defined. So the longer this thing takes to develop, I mean, it's ugly. It's ugly. It's definitely took a lot longer. I thought it would have done it by now, but they're confident it's going to become Claudette. So we got tropical storm warnings up. Rain Sam should start. Could get a few drizzles tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow morning. I'm a day behind. Yeah, so by tomorrow morning, definitely the Panhandle is going to start getting some rain. So what else we got? Palmetto rain out? No, Rachel. It's it's just hit or miss tomorrow. We can have an isolated. We got hit hard today. No guarantees on that rain out. I would not cancel any plans in the peninsula of Florida. Today's rains definitely were kind of out of nowhere. No, but you can see the flow. We're starting to get that high pressure build in, and the rains came up. As a matter of fact, let's take a look here at, and yes, that's Hunter snoring, by the way. If you hear, don't adjust your microphone. It's Hunter. And I usually throw like koozies at him, but he's on Julie's lap. I don't think that she would like that. Don't throw anything at Julie. She says, "Hey, she's awake. Well, shake him or something."
I am.
She's not the dog whisperer. See, it worked. Oh, Eric's got gas, man. I'd lay off them kidney beans. So we got a high pressure building up over Florida. Here's the scoop. This is tomorrow. So here's high pressure over Florida. That should help keep things a little drier tomorrow. And we do have a little bit of dust in the air, but the moisture here is strong. But this is going to keep the flow like that. Here's our approaching front coming down, and our system's going to do that. So if you've been watching us, man, this has been the pattern for a long time, and it's definitely played out. So big rainmaker. Oh, we're going to show you wind gusts. Let's look at wind gusts real quick. So top wind speeds predicted from the Euro. Everybody say Euro. Where the hell's the wind things at? Oh, there they are. So max wind gusts. Well, we could do this other one. Let's look at this one. Here is 10 minutes. This is wind gusts. All right, so tomorrow, start to see winds about mid-morning. Start to creep in on lower Louisiana tomorrow morning. Now listen, yellow is like 30s, orange is like 40s, and darker oranges is creeping up to 50. And this is knots. So it's a little more than 30, 40. This is knots. So max wind here, 54 knots. These are gusts. These aren't sustained winds. But this is midday. Oh, how did we jump there already? This is later Friday night. They really start to pick up. Saturday morning right here. Here's Saturday mid-morning, almost noontime. The winds really start to get into the Panhandle tomorrow. Saturday. So tomorrow morning, let me rewind. So we got tomorrow morning, midday tomorrow, about noonish. This is getting into tomorrow night, Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday noonish, and Saturday evening, Sunday, and here's Sunday morning. And there we go. This is Monday overnight. This is overnight. This is these winds I'm talking about. Overnight could get a little strong on Sunday night into Monday. And if the Euro pans out, some of the strongest winds we could get might be when the storm exits on Monday. And then we got GFS kind of does the same thing a little bit. So, all right. What else we got? So, nope, no ride, Shane. Not this one. Not gonna chase this one. One, it's a hell of a long drive. I went to Biloxi. I don't know what I was thinking when I went to Biloxi. Hey, Dale, we're having a good night, dude. Hope you feel better, man. Darla, how wide is it? Well, right now it's nothing. It's terribly looking. It's a terrible looking storm. Shannon, I have no clue what the spaghetti balls are doing. They just have no idea with this system. Here's a storm surge map before I forget. I want to leave that up there. Everybody always asks about storm surge. So, storm surge is based a lot on, this does not include tides, by the way. So, remember, if you get a high tide, then it will increase this number a little bit. But storm surge is based a lot on pressure and wind speed of the storm as far as strength. So, the lower the pressure, more wind speed, more water gets pushed. So, if the storm strengthens, which right now there's really no model showing that it will, then we would have higher storm surge. Remember I showed you this morning, kind of disregard the Sierra map because it was showing Houston. See, they've adjusted it. So there you go. Good map. I'm going to share that one. For some reason this morning, remember we were looking at this morning, I'm like, let's wait until the NAC comes out with the cone, and then it gets fed a lot better data. And there's the updated storm surge. It's kind of a cool site, Kind of tells you, who's going to get what possibly. It's experimental, but there's Gulfport, 3-5 foot. So it's a good site. And then I got a lot of other surge links on here, surge potential. So check them out if you got any questions on that. Again, spaghetti models are just making absolutely no sense. Never seen spaghetti models this far off on a system that's right here. Look at this. This is crazy. Never seen anything like it. So black is the official line, right? And look, every single model is to the left of the NAC forecast. Yeah, hey, and I knew that. That's why I was like, don't believe it. Didn't make sense. So spaghetti models, I hate to say it, we're having a relationship crisis right now. I was in love with the spaghetti models. I'm married to spaghetti models and Julie. If I had some damn WD-40, I'd take the ring off, but I can't. So I guess we got to stay married. But so yeah, I don't know. The spaghetti models are just not getting a hold of this system. They definitely are believing that this high pressure here over Florida is going to be stronger than what the NAC believes. So, but the operational model runs have always been on it. So that's the believing point. GFS, Euro, and CMC. So all the operational runs have been straight up north. So very odd. Hey, every year is weird, right? Wouldn't be another tropical season without something to talk about. All right, so let's see. There's some more of this radar here. We can kind of see some of this convection. So really where the storm's center is, there's nothing. So it's ugly. And there's no dry air in the atmosphere. It's just, there was an upper level low that might have, introduced a lot of wind shear, but somewhere down here it's supposed to be center. It just doesn't look good at all. Shear tendency, see, it's increasing. That kind of happened unexpectedly. See, that's why I love to not believe shear. Shear is always, it's got this little pocket it might develop. See, this shear is going to turn north, and there might be a little window here as this goes up. But shear is so hard to predict. But anyway, NHC's going with their gut here, and you know, history repeats itself, and we definitely have all the conditions in place. Death Valley is 128 degrees a day. Oh my God. Was that an all-time record? Oh, all-time. So it was 128 today. All-time record was 134. That's hot. So I'll be very curious overnight what happens with our system. So we're going to wake up and the NHC is going to have a new update 11. They're drinking Kool-Aid. They're drinking too much Hurricane Hunter. Hurricane Hunter, man, that's 7.5%. It sneaks up on you. Thomas. Oh, anyway, so we're a little more quick to the point. So if you're new to the page, we appreciate it. I ramble on a lot, but listen, I post 100 times a day on our page, and we keep up on the weather a lot. You know, we have a good time in these little chats. But we do them almost, you know, pretty much every day. So we'll do it again in the morning. Go Lightning. Hey, were the Rays on today? Were the Rays playing today? I think they're on late tonight. 10 o'clock game. Jeez, I love it. What time is it? 9 o'clock. Cool. Kane didn't need for the weekend. It rained. I know. Imagine that. So, anyway, anything else? Question? Hey, Robert, I wish we could get the beer in Texas, but you can't cross state line. So I always joke, man, if Jerry Reed was out there and Snowman, we could cross state line. What time in the AM? Dan, we do this every morning, 9:19 in the morning, AM Eastern Time, 9:19. Been doing this forever. We got a really good group of people. And we got some cool supporters, and we'll talk longer tomorrow. Probably, you know, we usually go about an hour. And we look long range. Usually I spend a lot of time looking long range at stuff, but there's really nothing out there. This kind of all coincided with the enhanced passing of the MJO, which we're in right now. Green is enhanced, positive. Then we still got a couple weeks maybe. It's all kind of neutral. Changes a lot. Another page here. We got another one we can look at. 2-week forecast. Yeah, stays halfway decent. So conditions won't be too bad for any development. Long range stuff, though, there's really nothing showing. Let's look at the long range ensembles here. I usually just click on a couple of sites here just for fun. So there's your long range Euro, and just casually going out 10 days and not really seeing much. It's too early in the season to worry about any of this stuff. Usually this time of year, maybe here. The Euro comes out every 6 hours. We can take a look here at the Euro and let's see what it shows. GFS 10 days out. Nothing. Doesn't mean it won't change tomorrow. It just means right now there's nothing really out there to look at. And then tropical Atlantic here. Nothing really there. We can look up here at another page. We got, look at the 12Z, look at 10 day. Nothing really. So, anyway, nope, I'm not chasing this one. Who said that? No, but hey, all right, so I got to show you something real quick because this is kind of neat to me. Let me show you something. Don't leave yet. This is pretty cool. Long range modeling wins again. So let's see. Way down here, we were talking about this system 15 days ago. We were actually showing this 15 days ago, and it wasn't I don't show some the story. I know I think that I know a little bit about weather after doing this, but I usually don't go all in on showing people stuff unless I believe it. Okay, so that's just me. You know, the way I do things. I got a method to my madness and look at all data. But this we posted on June 7th. You can see that. June 7th. So that was 10 days ago, right? 10 days ago. And this was an estimated look at the satellite for 6/16, which is yesterday. And, you know, I was pointing out history, and we were talking about, both sides of the Pacific. We already knew that. We had a system, and then we had, all this juice came up. Tropical wave. Talked about all that. But the crazy thing was I went back and looked at radar today. Look at this. That was satellite yesterday on 6/16. Satellite on 6/16, and it just kind of amazed me because it almost is the same as what the models predicted. I didn't predict it. I didn't make this stuff up, but it was just fascinating to me. So the 10-day modeling definitely worked. Where'd my Facebook thing go? Oh, I lost it already. How did it go? Where did it go? I don't know. But cheers to the 10-day forecast. It did good on this little guy. At least talking about possibilities. So, and I don't know where the heck my thing went. So, but anyway, all right. So we talked a lot. Sarah says I talk a lot. Oh, my Facebook went snap because it. So now I have to reopen Facebook. So, but that's it. I don't know if you get any last second questions, but hopefully the timing made sense to you guys and get an idea the severity of what it could be. So it's pretty cut and dry at this point. Tomorrow they're expecting it to organize, and we'll start seeing effects in the morning. We'll start seeing squall lines tomorrow, and the squall lines will get pretty nasty tomorrow. I don't know if the Storm Prediction Center showed anything yet. Well, they did a little bit. There's green, so they're keeping the possibility open for some strong storms off the Gulf. So that's since talking about tropical moisture aiding instability tomorrow. Substantial amount of convection is possible over Louisiana. A couple of tornadoes will conditionally be possible. So talking about tornadoes tomorrow for coastal LA. And then on Saturday, probably more of the same. They usually don't mention tornadoes 3 days out, but anyway, they're talking about strong Cape tornado. Oh, see, tornado threat. So definitely living along the coast, you need to watch these squall lines coming in. So hey, Brantley, yes, she had a great time. She slept the whole dang night. She slept 10 hours. What's questions at? I can't read everything. If I read everything, I wouldn't be able to look at model maps. Shelly, what'd you ask, Shelly? I only see 4 chats at a time. And man, if we had a real hurricane, we had 45,000 people during Dorian. Can you imagine what the chat was like with 44,000 people? That's crazy. But anyway, all right, that's it. We're going to be quick and short and sweet. So hey, thanks for tuning in. If you got any questions about anything weather, trust me, look at my Facebook feed. I guarantee I've posted wind speed. Oh, that was my supporter post. Surge, radar, key messages, rain forecast. So listen, go down the feed and trust me, I try to, throughout the day, anything that people possibly could have a question about, rain maps, individual model runs, recon, thinking of rains, spaghetti models. So don't just read the last post. Kind of scroll down because I trust me, I post endless data throughout the day that usually answers anybody's questions. So cool beans. All right. So now I got to go to Walmart because we have Edison lights that hang outside, and 2 of them blew out. And I have a light on the other side of the house that's bright light. It's not the same color as my Edison light. So that side of the house, I want the nice little orange Edison light. So now I'm going to get a matching light for the other side of the house so we can have warm light. So, all right. Well, you have a great night. We'll see y'all in the morning. I'll be posting. I start posting usually around 6 in the morning. Be a lot of data. 11 o'clock, we have a new advisory coming out from the NHC. So if you're curious about the cone and any possible changes, then 11 o'clock, they'll have all new graphics. You know, they have a lot of good graphics here too. Look, when can you experience tropical storm force winds? Friday, 2 p.m. They're showing, possibly nearing the coast here. Now that's sustained winds. That's the core of the system. Remember, the expected tropical storm force winds are going to be tighter to the core, but the morning we're going to see these squall lines making their way in early before noontime. So watch for that. Let's see. We got another. Let's see if they've updated this little guy yet. No, they haven't. Why haven't they updated this? Huh? We don't have any wind data yet. That sucks. Maybe it'll be live in the morning. Cool. All right. Well, listen, we'll see you guys in the morning. And thanks a lot for tuning in. I got something in my eye. It looks red. It's like a eyelash or something. Cool. Have a great night. We'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye.